should
But
do
we're not
it.
going to spend it. We're going for level 1. Yeah.
Into level 1. Clean finish. And keep the meter, or keep the majority of the meter coming into this final round of this game, potentially the final round of this set.
Oh man, Pyro already back to the corner. We got
God.
what a whiff
Punish
punish.
counter.
Nice, anti-air. Nah, bro.
Able to get the SPD.
Get scoop.
Not investing meter to try and chase down. Doesn't really have a lot left to work with.
Surprised. That was definitely an SPD attempt.
Yeah.
That was 100% an SPD attempt.
And now that is going to be the drive bar absolutely demolished. Just a
nearly
left.
Ah, there we go. Level 3. Level 3.
Go for steady pressure.
Jumping over, no! Not like this! He was still
Unable to get
alive!
the finish. Just needs to keep the pressure safe.
Ooh. Hold on, hold on.
Never
There's still a
mind.
chance.
Level 2,
Went for the
doesn't
level
catch
2.
the back dash.
No.
The meter's there, and the punish counter to finish it off.
We bet everything on that. Man, that was a very close final round.
Go by the scrambling.
It could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way.
Cien coming out here to Australia. We love having the international players coming out.
More, we need more.
We
Please come
need
down
more.
and show us what's up.
Yeah, because
we got our players, man, but it's hard. It's hard to level up when we just continue to play each other, bro.
Yeah.
We need the smackdown.
We have some strong players. We saw it in the exhibition yesterday.
Yeah, bro.
I'll
take a little credit on that. The 3-2.
Frieza doing way better than I think a lot of people expected. We expected him to put up a fight, but a 3-0.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
ROF putting in work against Itazam.
Yep.
And yeah, like we have our strong players that can contest with these international competitors. We just don't really
need more
get
experience.
Yeah, it's just getting the opportunities to play against these top
time zones as well is kind of difficult.
It does.
It's kind of difficult.
A lot of it is distance as well. It gets a little bit tough. Like, the online is good, however, there's a certain point where it's like, are we really getting the most out of this? But it's great to have them out here. Great to get the experience against a lot of these international players in all the games that we have here, like Street Fighter.
I think we got internationals coming through for like every game that's being
pretty
run, right?
much, and it's great to see. There's a chance I might run into a few of them in bracket, so we'll
good luck on that. Yo, you'll be good. Bro, just get that experice in,
That's the thing. It's like, I know I'm going to get blown up by it. I want to play them because it is going to be an experience.
That's what I mean.
How many other times am I going to be able to get that experience? It is a rare occurrence.
You can count it on the hand if you can even start counting at all.
Exactly.
You know?
So I don't care if it looks like a cursed bracket. I'm going to take it because it is going to be a fun time.
Yeah, I feel you. I respect that.
Alright, so coming up on stream next, it looks like we've got Kasai going up against Higgy Wiggy, I believe.
Oh, Higgy Wiggy? Is it? Hold on. Yeah, Higgy Wiggy.
Alrighty. So we have the Jamie. Kasai has been on the Jamie, I believe, from day one.
Kasai's Jamie is cracked, by the way.
Yeah, the Jamie players have been, like, even before the patch, where the character is, like, absolutely better, they were definitely putting in work to try and optimize the character as much as possible, but now they've got a lot more tools to work with. But also on the other side, now this is a character that is looking very pretty at this patch in the Arky. Higgy Wiggy, let's see what they've got. Alright, Riders. Engaged. Unfortunately, the anti-air whips, yes, Arky's anti-airs are more functional, but because you have many of them, sometimes you end up using the wrong one.
Choose the right
yeah, you have to be a little bit more
situation.
situational with which one you want to be using.
Like
back into neutral, the palm coming on out.
Oh, don't opt for the drink. We're just keeping the momentum going.
The pressure is there. But if you get that forward throw in the corner, you get a bit of a free drink there yourself. But pressure.
Final drink.
Wanted to go for the command throw, but just got mashed on.
Oh my
God. Punished by the dive kick. The overhead. Should be able to sequence into
Yo, Kasai's nasty.
Very, very nicely done there. Because a lot of the time, people just like see the cool fade, they're jumping at you. It's like, all right, let me just hold off for dear life or try and find some other way to deal with it. But no, just take the disguise yourself. They can't really hit you there. But Kasai in a really good position now. Manages to get the connection with the air-to-air.
Okay, we press it. He can get some traction here. Nah, yeah. Get caught on that.
Sets up another drink. Pretty good position here.
Yeah, you gotta
Safe jump.
You gotta respect the plus frames up to drive rush heavy, man. Otherwise, you get opened up level 3.
Hill into, High into level 3. A very incredibly strong start here for Kasai. Wiggy having a little bit of a tough time adjusting to the pace that Kasai is playing at.
You know why Kasai is so godlike?
What's that?
Because he picks a character that breakdances, and this man is known for his breakdancing.
Absolutely.
I'll never forget that DBFC finals last year, man. That was the funniest thing ever, man. Brett, he thought he got the final blow to win, and he backed up, and he was breakdancing on camera and everything, and the other guy stood up and started whopping his teammate. He had to run back to the set so quick to finish it up.
The classic.
Oh, the Akuma. Okay.
Switch over to the Akuma here for Higgy. Let's see if things are going to change the matchup. Nice, able to deny the drink, which is
much better fireball game with this character.
Exactly. The fireball being at least a little bit faster can actually threaten that longer range a little bit more. Made it out.
I think we're done. No.
It is a lot of damage, that is for sure. Into the level 1.
That Akuma health, bro.
Gets a drink.
Good tech.
Ooh, just the heavy Tatsu just to get him out of the air. But just the delay, slight delay on the Wrecker. And a lot of Jamie players, it's like, they would just send it. Because that's the thing about Wreckers. The existence of an additional hit gets you a little bit concerned about pressing the button.
Yeah, well, that becomes a real mental stack, right?
Yep.
Like,
nice reversal. He gets in there
with
the
another one. Okay, are we just styling on this man? I like it.
Some big damage. Some pressure over the corner. Fireballs. Nice jump out. Side.
Finally. First game. Oh, God, the chop. First drink of the game, by the way. Ooh.
Dive kick.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit too high, that dive kick. Yes, the hitbox may be better, but that doesn't mean you can use it. You still have to be at least a little bit thoughtful with the use of a dive kick. Nice sequence, sets up a drink.
Nice little confirm there. Bro, the shimmy into the standing medium kick.
Double dash.
Oh, no!
It gets the vertical shimmy.
Locked out. Oh, for it again!
The flip out works out here for Higgy, but able to get
it. What a scramble at the end there.
A little bit of a scramble, but Kasai able to clean it up enough.
Yeah, there we go.
There he is. He's having fun. Kasai going through with the 2-0.
What I tell you, bro, this man always comes through with the goods.
He's having a good time.
It was a little short, quick one. You should see it. He was spinning, bro.
Like, I mean, the material. It's got to be the material. Surely, if it was a smoother material, he'd still be spinning.
Dude, Kasai is actual legend, man.
Yeah, does hilarious. Quite well, quite a lot of games.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, multi-game
See
player.
how far he's going to be able to take that Jamie in this bracket. A character that, as we were saying, definitely feeling a little bit better about this patch than previous. And yeah.
Big buffs this patch.
Yeah, feeling pretty good about it.
So
should be getting our next game on stage set up.
Okay, so Duklin and Kerr.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one.
And Kerr
plays like 20 different games.
He does. He was on the Grand Blue setup. I was trolling him by saying he was LT, and they got my co-coms confused. So I'm sure if LT's watching, he's going to send me a few
Kerr is one of those players.
Yeah.
Is like, not only do they enter like so many different brackets, they're also really good at a lot of them.
Yeah, they are.
So they end up in a situation where it's like, oh, we need you to be playing this game, but I'm also like in a top 8 qualifier for another game over there. So they're always just running back and forth. An absolute nightmare to try and contain. And we have at least a few players like that over here. It can be a little bit of a nuisance.
We got fewer players, but they're generally they play multiple games, which is nice to see, man.
Yeah, I mean we love various games. Like,
we like fighting games down here.
There are a lot of good fighting games. Why not play as many as you can? Reasonably fit into a weekend.
As much as the TOs are going to handle before we kind of lose our mind.
Exactly. All right, Duklin.
Oh, Luke versus JP. Okay.
On the JP, still sticking with it. JP, even though he did take a bit of a hit on this patch, still strong. Still incredibly strong. Had to be a little bit more thoughtful in the neutral. And similarly, on the other side with Luke, still incredibly strong. does have some of the damage dialed back a little bit, but the neutral is still, you have to be very,
You gotta be careful,
very clean in neutral. Honestly, both these characters not having the best times at the current patch, but still
JP's win condition is insane.
There's one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Oh no, that was not meant to be the DP.
That was definitely not meant to be a DP. That was 100% sandblast.
On the walk up corner. Use plus range just to get the heavy kick in there. Nice shimmy.
Okay.
Also, why are you trying to tech on mid-screen?
I mean,
nice.
I'm scared, bro.
I don't want to take the hit.
Put my hands up. Oh.
Gets it with the overhead. Uses the heavy strip ball, but the feint gets called out.
We don't care about the feint. We're running up and punching this man.
Keep the pressure going, but the drive bar is back now for Kerr. See what they can do from full screen. Using these few of the feints. Nice, use the crouch heavy.
Oh, he went for the fake fireball in that setup. Really?
Nice. And able to punish the crouch heavy.
Done. Wow, we didn't even need the spike on that.
And honestly, like, I understand going for the feints a little bit more because of the changes to the drive parry and how there's a much more punishment for not actually getting it.
I see it.
There's a little bit of extra lag after letting go of it.
Looking for those big boy punish counter setups.
You get a lot more value out of the whip.
Okay.
That is going to be an ODM even called out. Goes into level 2.
Beast mode.
Setup
still burnt out though, man. We got the corner, we got the health lead, huge health lead.
Oh no! Doesn't get much of a punish. It was just going to be getting punched. It's a portal.
This is such a bad position to be in. We're about to get our drive gauge.
Yeah.
Kerr does have the health to hold out.
You can kind of take through a lot of this. Nice, crouch heavy. Nice check on the drive.
3.
Goes into level 3, wants to get his drive back. It sets up for a really good situation here.
This could be it. The next interaction could.
Sets up OD portals. Keeps it safe. Goes for the teleport.
Oh, it was too short!
The walk back, the slight walk back from Kerr, just enough to get him out of range. Go to a final round here.
Wow, let him jump in for free.
Got the jump in for free. Oh, gets him just before the portal activation happens.
Yeah, it was well played. Setups. Setups,
nice.
you thought I was negative. You thought.
Gets a punish counter throw. Kerr is just choosing correctly so many times here.
Yeah, Kerr smells blood in the water. We're just extending everything here, man.
Let's go situation. OD amnesia. Gets him out of the corner. Nice. Gets the opening. Gets him the full screen.
Huge.
Kerr does have level 3, so have to be very careful.
Oh my god, he let that normal rip?
That is
the non-cancelable? That was a risk.
Oh, gets him into the wall. This should be enough.
This should be it. And we're going to extend this. Yeah.
Into upper.
Level 3.
That is going to be game number 1. Send to Memphis.
We're going to Memphis. Damn, son, Kerr brought that back.
Very, very well played there. We saw, even though when Kerr was put into burnout, wasn't really punished nearly as much as you want to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Kerr was able, because honestly, most of the time when Kerr was put into burnout, had a lot of health to work with, so they could just stay back, play it safer, take the hits, make the chip, but a good jump up. Just setting some of the fireballs, let them hit.
Good spikes. Didn't opt to set the portal on that knockdown. We get it anyway.
Nice jump in, but never mind. It was just light sandblast
on that too.
Spikes again. Drive looking pretty comparable between both players. But the health is looking much better here for Dukeland. That's one of the similar to the feints with JP.
Oh no!
Light.
Oh no.
Sandblast. No.
No, not like this.
Tragic.
Oh my god.
It looks like that is going to be Kerr's control.
No, not like this.
We've seen a fair bit of that over the course of the weekend, I will say. Just some connectivity. Something to do with the controllers having some issues here or there. It is very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Wow, man. That is kind of the nature of the beast, unfortunately. And Dukeland is going to take the round for that.
That's rough, man. I mean, Kerr does have the game up, but you never want to give up a round like that.
Definitely got to make that mental reset to make sure that don't let that get to you.
Yeah, don't let. Ooh,
nice. That is the power of those feints.
He got away with murder there, honestly.
Absolutely. Nice backdash. Gets caught, and there's a punish counter, so that's the rest of the drive gone. Nice job at the top, but now gets it with the overhead, able to set it up in the corner. There's a portal. Her trying to walk forward, trying to just bulldog some space, does not get it.
It's gonna hurt. Optimals?
Gonna set him up in the corner, set him to another portal. Goes low! The low.
Oh my god, dude!
Low goes, this is going to be able to secure
Jesus.
the rest of that game, and Duklin gets on the board.
Oh, we swapping. What are we doing? We swapping
out cables to ensure that there isn't going to be another issue, which, understandable.
No, man has backups. I respect that. You gotta make sure you got the tools, right? Exactly. You don't want to give up another game like that. That was tragic.
That was really, really unfortunate. It was a round where Duklin was definitely in favor, especially when it came to the life. But these characters, you can never count them out. These players, you can never count them out because you never know what's going to happen in a lot of these situations. We'll see how this game at number 3 goes.
This game is such high damage in general, though, so.
Can be very volatile, especially in a first-2 format. Anything can happen. Fades out, parry, but commits to the drive rush.
Ooh, okay.
That's still connected.
Those anti-airs have been on point.
Yeah. Nice check on the drive rush.
Oh, Duklin is feeling himself right now.
Able to set up a portal. No, get out of there. Yes, you may burn me out, but I'm doing it on my own terms.
You got to get in there, though. Don't give JP space.
Nice. The jump in. The jump medium. Tries to dash out to give a little space.
No, bro, that was so difficult.
Using the command throw just to get a little bit more meter gain. That is for sure. That is one of the interesting changes with JP is that from a punish counter heavy punch or from a drive rush heavy punch, you can combo into the command throw.
Oh, interesting.
The scaling is horrendous, but it's got really good meter gain. Nice.
Oh my god!
Oh, what? What you wanted?
That is
weird.
Yeah,
like,
that
positioning.
was a very strange interaction. How'd that even happen? I don't know. We need a video ref. Somebody clip that, please.
I do not know how that worked out like that, but the jump out works here.
Okay, Kurt.
Duklin was in such a good spot. Able to get them with the OD amnesia. Should be able to kill from
level
this.
3?
No, mind drops. Goes for level 2. 2.
Yeah.
Situation should be able, no. Just what? Checks him. The usual thing is block the first hit, jump back to get out. That is the usual logic. Duklin, hey, if you know that that's the way to get out, I know it's the way to get out.
Well, that's it. That's where the mind games begin, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just completely stuff that the exit point, and at that point it's like you're in burnout. JP hits level 2. You're just like.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. It's kind of...
It's just one of the scariest positions to be in this game.
It's not impossible, but it might as well be at certain points.
You're holding on for dear life. That is for sure. Some of the level 2s of this game are absolutely nuts. You talk about JP, you talk about Rashid, Blanca, Jury, like some of these installs where you're just like, okay, I'm just...
So what do? You got to hold all this and taking just damage and stuff
holding
like that?
on for dear life.
Yeah,
but
really.
There was a bit of an unfortunate situation there throughout that set, but Duklin able to secure the win.
That's it.
And is going to be looking pretty good.
All right, so next coming up, we got Too Fast, Too Fed versus Artie Blaze.
This is going to be a good one.
Artie Blaze.
Artie Blaze. Too Fast, I believe a Chun-Li.
Too Fast, Too Fed? I'm pretty sure it's a Chun-Li. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see when we get back. Yeah. We'll see when we get in there, but...
Speculation, man, speculation. This is what we do. Just talk. We just talk.
We're here to just talk. We're having a good time. I hope everyone at home is having a good time. Everyone who is here at the venue is having a good time.
We know they're having a good time, bro.
It is.
I haven't seen any controllers fly across the venue yet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I always leave that open. You know, I always got that caveat there.
It's a long weekend. Who knows what could happen? But it looks like. Actually, yeah, Too Fast did switch over to the Luca at one point. Honestly, whatever's good at the time and whatever is vibing for you at the time, stick with that. Whatever is working, and it looks like it's going to be Luke going up against the Ed, one of the newer characters becoming through, and we're seeing the development of this character just make leaps and bounds, and especially on these few patches.
That is so sick in this game, man.
I'm
so glad that they led Or they lean full into the boxer aspect.
Yeah, really, really cool. And we got a bit of a glimpse at the modern Ed earlier. Yesterday.
Oh my God.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Just absolutely.
Tachikawa, bro.
It looked absolutely impressive. Ooh.
Okay.
But we'll see how Adi Blazer goes. Nice, JP just absolutely does not care about your flicker setup.
Oh my God!
That rip!
Wow, we just said that?
Charge heavy punch that is very susceptible to drive impact if it's flat rip. However, that is where the mind games start coming in. It's like, am I going to feint it? Oh, just then punish it, but nice, have to get out of the corner.
Yeah, didn't opt to throw it to the corner. Interesting decision there. Because
forward.
Oh, here we go.
Gets baited.
Yeah, give it up. Put that damage in.
Gets back to a nice spacing.
So close to burnout. There we go.
Plus frames, a little bit too plus, unfortunately.
The burnout screwed up the setup.
Yep.
Oh,
it's going to be horrible, but it worked out.
No.
Sometimes a little scramble works out in your favor.
Some of the light DP shenanigans.
Some of those droppable combos. He's able to get the punish counter throw. Ooh, the wake up.
Yeah, no respect. I'm done with your Oki. I don't want to handle this wake up right now, man.
Ooh, big punish counters. Just really chipping away at that drive bar right now. But the jump in works out.
Beautiful jump in.
This is going
to be so much damage.
Situation. Doesn't get the perfect knuckle. Needed that perfect knuckle to try and finish it off. Oh, Corn trying to sway back.
He tried. There's nowhere to go, though.
No. Absolutely no space to work with. But Too Fast is going to secure that first game. Some really awkward sequences throughout that, but Too Fast able to capitalize on some less logical situations. Good carry. Blitz. Gets in there at the throw. Sets up the corner.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That punch is actually kind of cracked.
Yeah, the range on a lot of edgeways. Ooh, I think a little bit too early on the throw attempt there from Too Fast. Punish for it.
Ooh, that was a... I'm down for shutting down the fireball, but man, at the cost of burnout...
It's very expensive. That
is going to be risky now. He's got to hold this. Already blazing, running out of room here.
Tries to get out of there, does not work.
Oh, what?
What?
That was definitely misinput. There's no way.
Unfortunate. Able to get drive back now, but Too Fast still in the driver's seat here. Tries a vertical shimmy, but already meeting him in the skies. Want to be able to finish that with a level 1 to try and secure the round, but unfortunate, but a nice beating flick to finish off the sequence.
The pressure.
Keeping him alive in this. Artie kept themselves alive, investing the OD on the Sandblast. Ed really likes to play the mid-range game. Less so than the full screen, but right now, Too Fast, playing at just those right ranges. Sets up the safe jump.
Yeah.
Really rough situation, gets shimmied. Doesn't get the full confirm off it though, unfortunately.
Yeah, big patch shades there on that. The standing round.
Are we going to just get the sequence into DI, but never mind. Artie able to get himself alive.
Cancel! But I mean, at that point, nah.
Still living. Now we're into a final round.
This is it.
Too Fast just needs one more.
Set point for Too Fast.
Been a bit of a messy one on both sides, but sometimes the messy wins are the ones you got to take. Not every set you play is going to be like just squeaky clean. You're gonna have to.
That's what that's what the training does.
Exactly. You got to find those opportunities when things start to go a little bit awry. Nice DI flicker.
What a call out there, man.
And that's the thing. With Ed, yes, the flicker pressure can be very scary, and a lot of the feint pressure can be very scary. But if they get caught out with the DI, we should see the kill confirmed from this into the level 3.
Oh boy, is this really going to be enough?
It really shorted the combo. Had a lot that could have invested in that.
Oh,
and
he's
it's not
alive!
Enough.
Okay, no, we got a chance.
Never mind. It's going to be a crash meeting kick on the meaty. Secure the victory. Too Fast, too bad.
Yeah, taking the 2-0. Artie Blazy definitely had some moments there, man, but what a scramble that was. The entirety of the set was pretty much one scramble for the next.
And sometimes when these much more experienced players, it feels, when things start to go a little bit awry, they are able to pick up the pieces and really clean things up just enough to get the advantage. And that's kind of what we saw there, especially in that first game when we saw the I imagine it was meant to be a sandbox. And
100% was.
Being a DP.
Yeah, 100% was.
So
you gotta be doing them half circles, man.
You gotta clean those inputs.
You gotta do the half circles.
Those clean inputs. It's one of those things where one of those Shoto things that seems to travel from game to game. It's
half circles for non-accidental DPs.
Yeah, having some of those inputs that can sometimes get confused a little bit. And
it's nice when you need OS shortcuts, but in those situations, you're cursing the game at that point, man.
Oh, it worked out too fast. able to capitalize on a bit of a flinch, and that is one thing that happens a lot in this game, is that people will flinch.
Yeah.
With the parry.
They will.
And people are getting punished way more for that flinch parry.
The recovery, the added frames of recovery on that actually made a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Play out. It's kind of wild.
It's good that we're seeing a little bit more thought being put into a lot of the use of parry, but sometimes you do have to be a little bit more. Sometimes you just gotta send it.
Sometimes you have to let them know.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if you don't threaten that option, they'll never respect it.
Exactly.
Right? So you're just gonna eat meaties all day on wake up.
Exactly.
You know, you never get that opportunity to play that mind game and steal your turn back when you're on, like, in the most fraudulent.
Exactly. You have to show reversals. You have to show. Have to cycle the defensive options.
You got tools for a reason,
exactly. Man. And that is why I will always get amnesia and die, and I will suffer the consequences. Thank you very much.
Now, but you go out with style, bro. You let him know.
He's got style.
Oh yeah, he's dude. That guy's like dripping carnage.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
He looks really good getting punched right in the head with his arms out spread out. He looks real good as he just cops a heavy punch square to the jaw.
Oh my God.
Then our next set.
Yeah,
we are going to be having.
Yeah, let's say Giat versus Duke. Let me just make. No, wait, what? Hold on.
Oh, too fast.
Too fast
on the set.
Hold on, yeah.
Versus Philip Long.
Yeah, I read the bracket wrong. My bad.
All good, and it is going to be the Luke Mirror this time. Both having the similar tools. Also, perfect parries on fireball. Very, very powerful tool.
Yeah, that match I mentioned should be coming up soon.
Exactly.
So stay tuned.
That will be a good one.
That will be really good. All right. Okay.
Playing the sandblast, mid-screen, fireball wall, but had the perfect spacing to be able to connect from that range. Tries to bait out an option. Doesn't get it, but able to get in there for the throw.
Wow, we're actually really respectful of each other right now, though.
Exactly. Delayed.
Yeah, nice anti-air.
On the edge, yeah. Leave it to the last second. Burnt tap into the corner. Very scary situation here for too fast.
Yeah, there we go.
Heavy into.
You gotta be so ready with level 1 in the corner when you're burnt out, man. This is literally your only option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even sometimes you're just like, some characters don't even have that.
They don't, yeah.
They just have to hold that.
Oh my God. All right, Philip Wong.
Philip Wong.
I see you.
Very strong start here. The first round here against Too Fast. The dash forward did not really get checked or punished for all that much. Shuffling around. That is one of the sequences that did get implemented is a heavy punch into a perfect light knuckle.
Yeah, which is really good for him, actually, man.
Yeah, you can fish for things like this, but he's just going to cash out with the drive extension.
Bro, no punish.
Made out the parry, but didn't get anything out of it,
unfortunately. That would have been the game. That would have been the round right there. All right, Philip fighting back. We got a lot of work to do.
Maybe invest meter? No. Oh, shimmy.
Okay,
I was half expecting them to try and just put them into burnout.
Yeah, we have to take the kill here. Yeah, level 3. Just send it, man.
Secure the round. There's no point in holding to meter if you end up losing the round.
No, honestly, yeah. And the route that he chose, I mean, really had no other option.
Exactly. So even though we are going to a final round, Phil Blom much more in favor when it comes to
huge advantage
the meter situation. The dance of Luke's, just that crouching
medium punch mirror, man.
Just wow! Nothing from that drive rush.
We were looking for a DP there.
Maybe looking for some kind of defensive option.
Bro!
What?
Bro! That was a huge gamble!
I am not sure if that was meant to be a level 3.
I don't. Oh my God! Too fast, too fed! He just. Nah, that had to be a misinput. There's no way. Unless Philip was going for like the big swaggy stylish call out, man. I don't know.
I'm not sure. And in the end, it just snowballed from there. Phil Bong, unfortunate situation, but now great backdash in the corner. Another tool, defensive tool you have to show. Forcing the BDU.
Nice,
and then
get off me.
Speaking of reversals.
That took me off guard there, man. We walked through that round with all that advantage.
Nice, man. He doesn't get much more out of it, unfortunately. Just the range was a little bit awkward. And again, tick throws, sets him up in the corner.
Good tech.
Catch kick into the right rush extension, and now able to get thrown into the corner.
Yeah,
again, bending out that parry.
Philip's got the momentum here, man. Just needs
a little bit more. Whoa, did not get punished.
Yo, what is that? That was such a scrape.
Whatever layer we're working on here between these two players.
They were 2 steps ahead, man.
And that's one of the things, like, a lot of the players here in Australia, we do end up playing against each other quite a bit, so you end up getting used to each other's tendencies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you start to see some things that look a little bit weird. It's like, why are they going for this option? It's like because they know that on several layers ago they were doing various options. Look, they're trying to call out.
Changing it up and in the moment too. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let things fly, bro. Like, who's gonna expect that? Just a raw overhead all of a sudden.
You've seen the buffering.
Level 3 on both sides.
Scary situation.
Oh, what a confirm!
Confirm.
What a confirm!
Philip keeping themselves in the driver's seat.
Oh, did he actually kill?
Huh.
Wow, okay. I was about to say, like, at least we get our drive gauge
I was
back.
like, yeah, I was like, they're in a pretty
one
good
more
spot
interaction, yeah, and we're good.
Never mind, just hits them. That singly confirmed.
Yo, okay, punish that.
I do like the idea of the drive. We saw it look before the drive rush suppressor. Nice, dude. Do not try and vertical shimmy me. I will take that every single day. Nice, get back to that corner.
Ooh, imagine we got the punish counter there.
Ooh, unfortunately. A little bit of delayed button didn't work out. Too fast, looking pretty good here. Drive pretty low on both sides. Luke, one of those characters where, yes, you don't necessarily want to be in Burnout, but you can definitely play
You can make things work with
Luke. Wait, that's a punish. And that's a punish.
Man,
that is a very good check into the level 3.
Too fast, too fed.
Praying, look at the both of them.
Nah, 100%. He's gone. He's gone, bro. There is no way.
Too fast, too fed.
That was a fantastic set.
Seen him in back-to-back sets.
I'm surprised we didn't get the 3rd game, honestly. That upset from the first game was just like another level insanity.
Exactly. Yeah, it's as soon as that kind of wild level 3 came out for Philip, it looked like things were just going a little bit awry. The momentum was definitely in favor of Too Fast. And we saw in their previous set, when things start to get a little bit scrambly, they know how to pick it up. And even when in that set, when it was much cleaner from both players, was still able to keep up with Philip Wong.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm just kind of... Okay, so we're just to give everybody a heads up, we will have games coming up soon, so you're going to hear us talk a little bit more.
It's all good.
I don't know, I'm kind of just blown away by that previous set, man.
Yeah, I mean, we did get to see a lot of Luke mirrors throughout the first year.
True.
And like the character has been slightly reduced in power, but it's still very good.
Strong,
still
man.
very. That's the thing. It's like all the characters in this game, like.
Dare I say, well balanced?
Yeah, the gap between the high and like arguably low tier is there's not much. You can still
require
contest.
a little more work.
Yeah, you
but
put a little bit about
it. That's about it. It's not like it's impossible to win.
Yeah, pretty much every character you can put in work with.
Yeah, man.
And like we've seen like the character variety over the course of the past week, not just here, like in Drive Theory. We saw over the stage with Combo Breaker. We saw a Lily end up taking that tournament.
Yeah, that was insane. Everyone had written that character off for ages. Day 1 written off. Lily was like absolute.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't even mentioned. This is like nobody on the tier list. Not even mentioned.
Absolutely.
It wasn't worth discussing that character.
But the people who had put in the time with that character, like Chakotay, like Rumors here in Australia, who
I'm glad to see him back on the
been on the Lily even in the previous season. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Rumors ends up playing over the course of this weekend. Because
let's see.
A lot of these characters, like, yeah, you can argue it's like, oh, they're bottom tier, but you can still get cooked by it. You cannot sleep on these characters because
She's got a command grab.
The people who put the time into these like lesser represented characters, they know their stuff. They know these matchups because
that's the benefit of playing a lesser known character too. It's the matchup knowledge.
You have to know these lesser known characters because there's going to be a lot of interactions, a lot of situations where you're like, I didn't know what.
Wait, that was actually negative? Wait, that was I could have pressed there? For real?
And funnily enough, I was like,
it didn't look minus to me.
Yeah, characters like Honda, it's like, yeah, you got to relearn that matchup. You got to learn that. Yes, the character still has some bogey matchups, as do a lot of characters.
Oh, speaking about Lily. Speaking about Lily.
I swear I did not plan that.
Are you sure?
I swear I was not paying attention.
Did somebody lean in your ear and tell you some stuff while I wasn't looking, bro?
I swear I didn't, but
we got Rumors.
I think I subconsciously remember that Rumors was in this pool.
Rumors versus Jet. Oh, Jet on the Akuma. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
We've got the Demon versus Akuma. And we'll see how Jet is going to deal with this one. Because Rumors can play it very patiently. And that is how this character can be played. Has some very strong neutral tools and can...
Oh my god.
We'll talk about the whole feints and like baiting out various defensive options. Lily can do that incredibly well.
Lily does that and then SPD on top of it.
Exactly.
You just get scooped. Oh, nice perfect parry.
And with the character... Oh, nice.
Are you serious?
Heavy just stuck.
Oh, no, you done. Oh, you are done.
That is very painful.
Oh, you are
level
done.
1.
Are we done? Oh my god.
That is...
I was expecting a longer combo. We just canceled into it immediately.
That's the thing about Lily. It's like one of the jokes was, oh yeah, you do like 2 buttons into whatever, then the combo it's done, and you do like 40% health. And it looks ridiculous against the Akuma because of that lower health total. And just every hit hurts so much more. The pressure coming out from Rumors already. That's game 1 in the box.
Are you serious?
Absolutely cooking.
Okay.
This character, people need to respect.
Whose man is this, bro? Somebody get this chick off the stage. Like, for real. Where's this chick come from, bro? Like, oh my god. Okay, hold up.
For real, this character, you have to be ready.
Jet.
And Lily, one of those characters, trying to stage up against a Lily is a fool's errand.
It really, she's got cracked.
She's got great tools for just completely stopping those.
Oh my god.
Oh,
the damage.
And what's the situation is in your head.
That's actually disgusting. Because she's so quick on top.
Exactly.
She'll just walk up command grab.
And it's so scary, especially when she's got a win stock. You can't really play the full screen game because she just goes straight through the fireballs.
Yeah, you can bet the DP after Condor Spire, but if she blocks and reads you, especially on Akuma health, you're done.
Exactly.
It's over. Okay, we're stuck in the corner. Nice. Oh my god.
No, you can't jump out.
Yeah, you can't do it. You gotta jump forward, I think, in that situation.
The anti-air crouch heavy. It's the Swiss Army knife of buttons here. Oh, just casual. As easy as you like. Rumors is here to play here at Battle Arena Melbourne.
Look, I gotta pay respect to Jet. You're playing a world-class player right now. Absolutely. On a character that you probably have like no matchup experience with.
With a new character.
With a new character that has no health.
It's scary.
That is very scary. And that was very scary,
And
man.
the scariest thing about a player like Rumors, he plays the mind games so well. And when you get the mind games to a grappler,
the command grab with fast walk speed and skip neutral options.
And an anti-air that can...
Huge normals.
And a dive kick.
Yeah, huge normals. Like,
it is very scary. And pretty much like some of the conversations about Rumors plays, like sometimes you can play the very lame game. And sometimes you need to in some matchups. If you can play
whatever's going to get you the win, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what
And
matters.
it's like if you play at that range, force them to come to you, you've got the tools to deal with that.
Yeah.
And if they want to stay back, Winstock,
that's their loss. That's their loss.
Exactly. And Lily with Winstock is such a different character. It's such a different beast to deal with. And we saw it there. It's like the damage. Yes. Like the funny thing is,
crazy.
We used to do this kind of thing in Guilty Gear where it's like, oh, this new character is showing combos on this character has no health. It's like, all right, show me the combo on someone with an actual health bar. We're starting to see similar things here in Street Fighter. It's like, all right, we see this We see the amount of damage that this combo is doing. Can we see the damage on
someone? Someone's actually tanky.
Yeah. We're getting a similar situation, but that is something that Akuma players have to be aware about. They can make so many less mistakes because
all the offensive tools in the world, but at a cost. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
At a significant cost.
And I believe, like, not necessarily this pool, but throughout the day, throughout this weekend, we will be seeing Tokido on the Akuma.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to that, man. No, but honestly, when I heard he came out, like, oh, he has 9,000 health. Yeah. I was thinking, like, that's not that bad. That's only 1,000 less. Like, does that really matter that much?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, surely the health...
Does it really matter that much?
Surely the health bonus that Zangief has doesn't really matter that much. It's only a little bit of extra health.
Well, why you gotta call me out like that? I should have known that going in.
Sometimes it does matter.
Bro.
Sometimes it does matter.
This man is exposing me live. This is actually, I'm taking offense. Great offense, man.
Hey, we've done commentary together way too much in so many different games. We gotta find the little chance where we can find them.
I get you back, bro.
Yeah, you will.
I'll get you back.
You most definitely will. We're like a goddamn married couple here. We are just taking a little bit to get our next set onto this.
No, we're just waiting for the players to come through. This is what happens when you have multi-game fighters just popping off in different brackets, man.
We were talking about earlier with Kerr, it's like not only are they in a lot of games, they do well.
They do well
in a lot of games.
Yeah,
so
they're not just getting knocked out and like, okay, I'm free
it's like
now.
If you went 0-2, it's like, ah, cool, so you're at least free for that bracket. It's like, no, you're still in this one, you're still in that one, you're still in the third.
I'm actually in winner's side, top 16, top 8, you know. They'll hold up the bracket for me real quick.
I think Churao is going to be in a very similar situation.
Of course he is.
He's going to be in top.
He's going to cook in Grand Blue. Like, that's a given.
Yeah.
That's a given. I watched him. I commentated some of his matches. I saw. It's like, all right, there's no way he doesn't hit at the very least top 8, if not taking the whole thing.
Yeah, it's very much expected that a lot of the international talent is going to be able to not necessarily breeze through a lot of the pools, but be very confident in their play. But in the previous pool, we did see that Margot did get dropped into lower bracket before getting out of the pool.
Well, we do have some good players.
We do have good players.
Not to brag, you know, just a little bit.
We have
just a little bit
talent here.
Living vicariously through our competitors, you know. The comms booth got to take some wins somehow.
We have to take as much credit as we can. It's what we do. It's what we're here to do. We take credit. We take jabs at each other. We have a good time. Everyone's having a good time.
Oh yeah.
But we are getting our next set of players up on the stage.
Yeah,
I do recognize Agent up there.
Oh, so if it's Agent, it would be Doug Cuddles versus Agent Numbers. Agent 17805. Who's the DBFZ champion.
Yes.
Multi-game fighter as well. I know he's been playing
we're talking about multi-game players. Agent is definitely one of those.
He's one of them, yeah.
Yeah, we had Kerr earlier. Agent is one of those. Why are they all in this pool? Yeah, that's right. We also had Jokerman in this pool.
Oh, yeah.
Jokerman entered in 9 different brackets, and that was him being a little bit,
he was reserved. Yeah, he was reserved there. Yeah.
Just only a casual 9 brackets. It's fine.
So Agent Numbers, I know he's got 3 characters under his belt, basically. He was telling me he's got the JP unlocked, and then he has Jury and Akuma. So depending on the situation, who he's playing against, what character they're running, he's got quite the different selection to
that's how Agent tends to play in a lot of different games. Just has the right tools for the right situation. You don't want to just like lock yourself into one situation, into one character.
He told me straight up, he says it's boring to play one character.
There's that too.
Like that's his reasoning. He's like, I can't play just one character, I get bored.
That makes sense. And I believe Doug Cuddles is a Honda? Yes, Doug Cuddles is a Honda player.
Oh, he's going the Akuma against the Honda, okay. I understand the reasoning here. No JP, because headbutt to skip neutral, get past the spikes, get past the portals.
Yeah,
just in there.
I'm not sure how the matchup plays on this patch. Before it was just fine for JP, but currently I'm not sure exactly how a lot of the interactions work. So the Akuma is going to be brought out here by Agent against Doug Cuddles. A very, very strong Honda player here.
The best, man.
Honda is so very expressive.
I love Honda's faces, bro.
Almost caricature-esque, but We'll see how it plays
so
it. This character,
oh, what?
Showing that early.
Wow, yeah, we really ripped it. Ripped it quick.
Yep.
Oh.
But very early on, Agent burning a lot of the drive bar
to get that damage in. Oh my God!
Put himself in a burnout.
Oh no, I don't know about this, man. This is gonna be rough. Gotta hold
that.
this.
Block the hands.
Yep, jump back, jump
Get
back.
Get out of there. Do not want to have anything to do with it. I'm trying to play a fireball game just to keep Doug out until they can get their meter back. There we get the tag.
There we go.
Close the
just
wall.
in time. Just in time, too.
Nice reversal. Just wanted to interrupt whatever was going on.
Ooh, not ready.
Cheeky,
the gimmicks. The gimmicks.
You get one.
You get one per game.
Maybe we'll see you do.
I mean, if you really push
if we're talking about you get one, Damon is one of those. Yeah, the fireball game definitely seemed very strong.
Much better projectile game against Honda picking Akuma,
exactly. Man. Once they keep it contained, make it tough for them to really make their way in. Yes, they do have ways to get past fireballs, but it's just,
a risk.
You have to invest meter in order to do so.
Nice. Got the whole screen to play with now. We're choosing to go in. Never mind. Get off me.
Checks him.
Not holding that fake stuff, man.
And the damage disparity, we're seeing how much damage is output by the Honda. Tries to get them with the vertical shimmy, does not get
no
it.
Anti-air.
Both sides. Gets to jumping over the fireball. Agent retreating. Yeah, no, get out.
He's playing DBZ right now, bro. He's jumping back. Uh-oh.
Doesn't want to be there.
Gotta hold that.
Slams.
Yeah, Doug not really able to capitalize on the quick burnouts from Agent yet, man. He hasn't found a way in to really capitalize on it.
TP. We saw earlier punish on the Adamant Flame. And
my God!
I say you get one. There are some setups where it's like,
we got the double, bro.
Do you know this setup? Oh, good. Perfect. And get the punish counter throw to take game one here for Agent.
Oh, he's swooping.
Does Doug have other characters ready to go? Just making sure.
Oh, checking buttons. Did we? Oh no! No way, we weren't playing with the right buttons.
Usually,
man.
That's why we check beforehand.
I thought they did.
That's what I thought too.
We just skimmed over it, I guess.
One of those things you got to be real attentive about.
All right.
So we'll see if that ends up making a bit of a difference here.
Doug's got to lock in now, man.
Exactly.
And bring that back.
Definitely going to have to make a bit of a comeback here against Agent, who started off very strong.
Oh, now we probably, yeah, Agent feeling a bit more comfortable. Now we playing with the faces. I got it. Yeah.
Very liberal with the use of drive meter.
Absolutely. Worked himself out so often. My God! Agent!
As I say that, we've got our own version of Noah the Prodigy.
This man is anime fighter at heart.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. You know what? You've got to put yourself in a burnout, do it of your own accord. Get the punish count on the slam.
Oh, disgusting amount of damage.
And not only this, we get the carry, gets him to the wall, got to set up the Sumo Spirit. It's going to get this going, sets him up.
Okay.
Goes for the safe job into the command
grabs.
All right.
Okay, so I think the button swap.
I think it's making a difference.
Did a difference.
Yes,
kind of made
maybe
a
little bit.
Bro.
Feeling a little bit cleaner here from Doug. Nice mid kick. Second hit of the head wasn't not connecting, but already gets him out of the air. You're stuck here.
Oh man, Agent's in trouble. Nice! Wake up level 1.
Level 1. You don't have many other options to work with, so might as well spend
No anti-air.
Into the wall, and that is an incredible
fast game, man.
Super quick rebuttal here from Doug Cuddles.
Dude. Now we're gonna get a character swap, surely. Oh? From Agent. Yeah. Yeah. So now the question is it going to be Jury or JP?
It's going to be the Jury.
More health.
All right.
More health.
A little bit more health while still playing a reasonably similar game plan.
I can make mistakes. Yeah, I can make mistakes now, though.
Like, you still have the fireballs. It interacts very differently, and also having the Puha stacks, just being a resource and trying to work around. It is a little bit of a different game to be playing, but the general archetype is still something that is going to be able to match into Honda quite well.
It's not a giant leap.
No.
It's not a giant leap. And better drive rush overall. Better dash, better drive rush.
Spending the meter, trying to find an opening, but Doug Cuddles not there. That is one thing about Jury. It's like you set down the fireball, and like people want to jump over, and you can just You have all the time in the world. Gets over the top of it, able to punish.
Oh my god, we're just taking to the skies, man.
Again, another character that is very tough to try and jump in on. Very tough to try and get safe jumps on because of the armor that
I like the movement
does.
here. We're just escaping the situation until we get our drive.
Playing keep away. Doug has to be the one.
Barbara!
Whoa!
Okay, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was pretty sick. Good tech.
Stagger pressure. Ever get the DP. Blocks you overhead. Ooh. Use the parry. Pull it back to full screen. Doug has to be the one to be the initiator at this point. And
nice,
Agent
perfect
is very
parry.
happy to play that game. Heavy kick, entry.
That'll be round one.
Yes, and now Agent.
On set point here.
On set point, just needs one more to go. A good check on the drive rush.
What a check.
Big ol' stop side,
bro. Yeah, exactly.
We saw one of the new changes, able to go for the target combo and set up the sumo spirit. So the next opening, get a lot more out of it.
Throw him into the corner. Well, close to the
What
corner.
a check!
Yeah, he doesn't care. Doug is pressing.
Nice.
Oh, burnt out. I don't know about that.
Goes for the heavy punch.
It's going to be rough, man.
Good situation. Trying to chase him down.
By all accounts, man, this is looking like Doug's round right now. He's definitely on a major back foot here.
Can afford to play it much safer. They have the life lead to work with. 2+, it actually hit. Never mind the wake up mash. It works out. Doug Cuddles. Bring it back. Sending us to a final round.
Final game, final round.
Love to see it.
We just... Stop sign normals, man. Like, you ain't approaching.
That is Honda in a nutshell. It's all palms, it's all stop signs.
Do we spend the level 3?
Hold that. No, set up. Sumo Spirit, set him in the corner. String him up. What is going to be this setup? Never mind.
I respect it.
Spending it all.
We have to.
Never mind! No! He's dropped it!
The drop!
And that's probably going to be it.
No, not like
Doug
this!
Will send it into death sequence.
Oh
it is going into the level 3.
This is looking done.
That
looks
like it is going to be it.
Let me show you about my culture.
Players are standing up. Doug Cuddles off to a bit of a rough start in that first game.
So unfortunate.
But turns it around.
The
combo,
drop,
the combo not working. Kind of autopiloting into the level 3. You'd expect, those are the combos you expect to work. You just send the ball.
That's your bread and butter stuff, and you got the drop. You didn't link it properly, man.
Just it's slight
mistiming. Oh, that's so
of that.
tragic, man.
What a tragic way to go. But hey, if you're on the other side of that, Doug Cuddles, you are happy to see that one work out in your favor.
Especially when you played the first game and got mollywopped.
Yep.
At your butt. Sick, correct.
That's. We've been seeing some controller issues, but there's been a lot of it going around. Most something in the air. Who knows?
I don't know, something. Are we back to back with Doug?
Doug back on. Alrighty.
Okay.
So immediately going back into it.
Tachikawa versus Doug Cuddles. So Doug Cuddles in the hot seat, going up against international competitors hailing from Japan.
Is going to be a tough one.
It's going to be rough.
Because not only
it's going to be rough.
Not only is like the caliber of player just stepping up, we've got this modern Ed.
Yeah, dude.
This character is terrifying.
I didn't believe it until I took the overlay off on the drive theory thing.
Yes.
Like, the damage he was outputting, he was just able to confirm everything.
And like the thing is, Ed barely loses anything moving over to modern.
Which is, yeah, that's fantastic.
It's like
for him, actually.
a lot of characters, when it comes to switching between classic and modern, you usually lose your overhead.
Or like critical stuff. Yeah, very critical stuff, man.
But joke's on you, Ed doesn't have an overhead.
No, he doesn't need it.
So what is he giving up? Well, there are other things that he does end up sacrificing, but by and large, a lot of the game plan is still intact, and then has single button DPs on reaction.
Yeah, dude.
Single button.
It's cracked.
Single button reaction level 1. Level 3, whatever is needed at the time. So we'll see how Doug's going to be able to deal with it. And it's going to mean that Headbutt is going to be so much tougher to use. Sumo Slam is going to be tougher to use because they're going to be able to just have the right DP at the right time. But a great tech there. Ooh, mid-screen.
Oh, didn't believe in the stop sign though, bro. Didn't believe in that normal.
Steady pressure.
Oh my God.
Goes for the plus frames. Nice. I like the idea of the fadeaway.
Ed standing fierce is so good.
Plus frames again. Gotta hold that. Good check, Doug.
Okay, Doug.
Has to be a little bit careful. They are a little bit lower on the drive meter, but a good wake up. Does not want to try and gamble on the DI on it just yet.
Okay, jump the throw. You got loops? Yeah,
nice
went for it. Nice back
Just a
dash.
little bit delayed on the throw, so it wasn't going to be a punish, unfortunately. But in the
Got
very scary situation with both players here. What a whip punish. That is one of the scary things.
That should be dodged. Yeah, level 2 optimal.
And that is one thing about Ed, is like this character and the ability to whip punish.
Yes.
Absolutely outstanding. And when you're playing with Mod, when you're able to just slow the game down and just focus on that neutral and the whiff punish game just like that, it is so terrifying.
Oh no! No, not like this. Okay, Doug is in deep trouble here, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, modern. Unbelievable.
You can't get away with this
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, he didn't lead. He wasn't able to convert it. That could have been a huge opportunity.
Gets a throw.
Okay.
Scary situation.
Yeah, this is rough, man. Doug is...
Medium flicker.
You can't walk up on that, man. Like, you just actually know there's very little you can do without
it is an incredibly tough situation to try and work your way through. Doug trying their best, but Tachikawa, absolute menace. Just sticking at this range that is just out of the range of the Honda buttons, but just in range to where they can just threaten.
They can just throw out anything they want.
Exactly. Medium fireball, nice use of the wake up drive reversal.
We love this match. We love this match.
It is that new tool that people are trying to find those right opportunities to get the most out of it. People are starting to find those good tools.
Yeah, throw loops, do it again. Nah.
Sets up and out the whip.
Shimmies. All right, Tachikawa on set point here, looking very dominant.
Incredible. This character just shimmies, whip punishes, and just absolutely unrelenting pressure. And Tachikawa is just looking very well situated here. Nice punish. Doesn't get much more out of it.
Yeah, Doug is getting these hits, man. We're just not fast enough on the confirm.
And not able to string enough of these sequences together, unfortunately. I'm going to jump in, never mind.
Yeah, no, can't. I respect it. Wake up EX. Who tried to pop the fireball.
Doesn't get it. Dragged in. Trying to get the shimmy going, but Doug not biting on it that time.
Yeah, not respecting the range there. The range trap.
They did make the changes to the Honda headbutt to make it so it's not just...
Oh my god!
Lands on the fireball, never mind!
Man, he actually got stuck by the fireball. Okay, hold on. Hold that meter down.
Very fortuitous situation here for Doug, but guys, having to get the punish counter, but the
no,
DP.
You can't jump in on modern players!
Last sequence gets a hit! Doug living!
Doug! Okay, this is actually a phenomenal position to be in. We're coming in with full meter.
Exactly. Tachikawa,
if we're gonna get a game.
Level 3, is going to have to work their way back into the meter game. Nice punish. Able to reset it. Throw. Chase him down towards the corner. Tries to get out, but never mind. Heavy punch doing wonders here.
Oh man, he's got the rhythm.
Confirm into Cody flicker. What is going to be the sequence?
Oh no! Doug is running out of time here. He's stuck.
Let's find out early. That should be able to finish it off.
He had all the meters.
Tachikawa is going to be able to secure the win there. Too good here.
Doug had that level 3 prime, just didn't find the opportunity to actually use it.
Exactly. We saw a glimpse of hope towards the end there, but it just was a little bit too little too late. And Tachikawa also made those adaptations.
Too good.
They were able to establish a game plan strong and early.
Yeah.
And Doug was just struggling to try and catch up and then readjust. Made it a little bit tough to try and claw their way back. But they're still alive in the tournament. We'll see what they can do in the lower bracket. But for now, Tachikawa moving on. Was that to get into top 32? Yes, that was to get into top 32 on the winner's side. So congratulations to Tachikawa. Moving on as we are starting to really whittle down the amount of players we have left in this pool B. And it has been incredible so far. We saw Xian earlier.
Battle Arena Melbourne number 14, man.
We're getting the big names out here. Yes.
About time.
Yeah, I mean,
about time.
There's also DreamHack Dallas going on over in the States this weekend, so that has also got a lot of the international talent, but we've been able to draw enough of them over here, and we're thankful for every single one of them.
Please let us know what's up. You gotta let us know what's up, man.
It has been a great time. Sweet. So we do have Rumors stepping back.
Yeah, it's going to be
onto the
Rumors versus Sam White. So the return of the Lily, and it should be up against the Guile.
Yes, Sam White.
Sam
one
White's
of
a crack
premier,
Guile. This is going to be interesting.
Premier Guiles here in Australia. This is going to be a test of patience on both sides. That is for sure. This matchup just felt damn near unwinnable in the previous patch.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think about it, honestly, at this point.
Like, one thing that comes to mind, we saw it in Red Bull Kumite a little bit ago in the previous, like months ago. It was Hikaru versus Knuckledew.
Okay, yep.
Hikaru, definitely one of the best, was it? Oh no, Hibiki. Hibiki, the beast. Hikaru's the Arky player, but Hibiki on the Lily versus Knuckledew's Guile, it just looks absolutely horrendous. It is just so tough. It's like, yes, if you're able to get the win stock, you can start.
I mean, if Lily gets the momentum, yeah, great.
Exactly.
But good luck against Guile.
It's getting that consistently. And against a lot of these good Guiles, they have ways to just prevent you from...
Knock down, jump away, bye. Bye, let's start this, play this all over again.
Just
start from the beginning.
The classic Guile, Fortress style. What can you do about it?
The fundamentals, man.
Yep. And
that's why he's so hated as well as beloved. You know, like, it's the reason why.
And the funny thing, a lot of the Guiles in 6, a lot of the time when they lose, it's because they get bored. If they just like stick with the Fortress style, very often people are going to just grind themselves to death.
That's some real talk, though.
But honestly, like some of the Guiles, what they do is they see an opportunity to, oh, I'm going to drive rush in, I'm going to try and
do something,
get this over and done with. But then they put themselves in a situation where it's like, now I'm in their face.
Yeah, now I'm playing their
I didn't open them up.
Yeah.
Now I'm in their face.
Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, well, I mean, it was cool while it lasted, though. It was hype. It was hype, bro. I got in there, did the overhead.
Yeah, for sure. And Guile definitely has some good close-range tools to be utilizing. Setups with the Sonic Blade in the corner, or just in general, Sonic Blade being a very nuisance tool to deal with. But we'll see how Rumors on the Lily is going to deal with it. But Sam White? Surely not.
Wait, no? Really?
Okay, that's...
Wait, what? I know Sam White has a Cammy, but I was 100% expecting the Guile in this situation. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're up for a treat, man.
We're going to...
Unexpected.
Just going for a completely different archetype. We'll see how it goes. Sam White versus Rumors. See how it plays out here.
Bruh, okay.
He's qualified into top 32 on the winner's side here at Battle Arena Melbourne. They get steadied. Goes straight through, sets up for the command throw. Big damage.
Decent amount of damage.
What a backdash and able to get the punish.
The anti-air
reaches so far from the back of the dome.
It's actually disgusting.
Over the top.
Lily normals are so good.
Exactly. Nice, able to bait out the parry attempt.
Wasted quite a bit of drive games just by doing it. Oh!
Able to find out a little bit of a dead zone. The timing just a little bit off there from Rumors. And now Sam White.
One. Oh, shimmy. Okay.
Shimmy them in the corner. Did they get it? The drive reversal. Living space. Has to spend the last of it.
Oh,
nice. No. Neutral jump here. From Rumors
100%.
should be able to get the kill win. Level 1.
Dude, that level 1 is actually deceptively disgusting, bro. Like that, the amount of damage coming out of that thing.
Lily damage.
It catches me by surprise every time.
Because a lot of the time. Oh, Joe. No, not. I don't care if you're gonna send it, if you're gonna try and feint it. Hold this level 1.
No win stock.
Nice. The jab into the level, going to the.
Ooh.
D. Goes for the empty low, catches them out.
Oh my god,
in their mind right now. And we got the opening.
Oh, a bit of a drop.
Never mind, I believe that's just the
it's just a side swap
side switch. Because they don't have the hooligan dive from that setup anymore.
Yeah.
They have to find other ways to get the side switch into the corner.
Oh, what a jump.
What a bait on the wake-up reversal.
That's the ignorant commentator coming out for me, bro. I'm behind the time.
That's why I got Sam White keeping himself alive. He was looking a little bit shaky in that first round. And sometimes you do just get thrown by a grappler. But right now, things are working out for them. Doesn't get the anti-air.
No.
Just holding that, bring it back to full screen.
Okay, hold that.
Taking it very steady.
Oh
Goes to
my
level
God.
3. Do not try it.
Yeah, we're not holding any of this.
No.
I don't care. Give me some of that drive gauge back, too.
Hold some of that drive damage. Ooh, trying to play that mid-range. Both these characters do have a pretty damn good bunch.
Yeah, threaten into neutral. Try to get that whip punish.
What a dive. Able to get the hit. That should be
it.
The round and the first game
Sam White
going to Sam White. And already, even with the switch over to, I mean, as we started that, we were expecting to see either the Garble started with the hover on the DJ, but moving over to this Cammy. Oh
my God! Okay, punish counter.
Plus a whip.
We just,
kind
you know,
setup.
we just kind of let it run, baby. We just let it run.
Sets up a throw.
Ooh, hold that.
Back dash. Has to hold that a little bit because those whip stops are there. You just have to hold on for dear life. You just have to guess correctly against these grapplers. They jump out with a dive kick.
Such a good anti-air button.
Exactly. It's a Swiss Army knife. That was so close. Just stick out the stop sign. Rivers takes the round. Gets a big hit. Steady. Gets the anti-air. Just the late timing on Crouch Heavy, able to get the opening.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we took the bait on that. That could have gone south real quick, but worked out.
What is it going to be? Goes to empty low again.
Yo,
both players.
Oh my God.
That does get the punish on the dive kick. Holding it.
Such a good position for Rumors right now, man.
Exactly. Just one more hit.
Yo.
Goes for a reset throughout all that.
Forget it. We know Sam White in that position, you're going to be holding block. You're too scared.
Exactly.
Like,
just hold that. Rumors coming into our game 3.
Taking a little break.
Locking in the Lily.
Are we looking up frame data, bro?
Sam White.
We on the phone?
Checking the notes.
Looking up the wiki. No, we get inspiration from the
No, just taking a little bit of time. Just checking the notes.
Scrolling Twitter, bro.
Yes. make it look like you're being productive.
Yeah.
The classic.
All right. Final game.
Final game of, I believe it's 4. Yeah.
No, we got one more.
We got one more?
Yeah, one more. So we got treated, bro. We got another one. Pretty good.
Incredible. Ooh. Stuck in the corner, trying to find a way out of there. At the very least, able to get the win stock and then utilize it immediately.
Bro, that button is so cracked.
Exactly.
It's actually obnoxious, man.
And the anti-air, not only does that anti-air get them back into the corner, but Sam White using the OD just to get out of there.
My God.
Just
these drive rush cancels
little
the
resets.
SPDs are disgusting, dude.
And the damage racks up.
Okay.
That is going to be unfortunate. The round sets up match point here.
Look, I respect it, but Rumors he was too comfortable, man. Too much of a health lead. He wasn't.
Sometimes you see that what a whip punish.
Oh!
Get the pick up.
This is huge. We need this.
This is massive here for Sam. Tries to get the shimmy. Let's use the drive reversal. Get a little bit of space to work with. Doesn't have a lot of drive though. And
wow.
Nice. EP on the intended dive kick.
Oh my God. Yeah, I like the press. No SPD on wake up. I don't want to hold any of those command grabs anymore.
We saw a lot of the empty load from that kind of sequence, so Sam White not wanting to deal with that either. Oh, just face first into that club.
Nice.
Worked out that time. Okay. Corner good. Wake up. Drive reversal. And immediately, Sam White not wanting to keep things under wraps. Unfortunate drop. All right. Okay. Sam White able to get a little bit of a breather, but it's not going to be enough. Rumors going.
The power of the SPD 2-1, man. It's the SPD, bro.
Sometimes you just get into your opponent's mind, you play the mind game, and sometimes it works out, and you look like an absolute genius. And Rumors has been looking just locked in today.
Wow, that Lily is cooking, man.
Well, what can we say? We saw it last. Combo Breaker was a precursor to what we're going to be seeing here from Rumors this week.
That's true.
Really, really strong showing here. Sam White still alive in the bracket. Going to have to make their way through the lower bracket, but a little bit to think about when it comes to the matchup against Lily.
She's just a nasty combination of brawler and grappler, man.
Yeah,
you know,
because
like she's kind of the best of both worlds. I mean, obviously, no, you can't say jack of all trades. That would probably be the better way to describe it.
Yeah,
but still, man.
She plays the grappler game quite well, but also we saw the crouching heavy punch. That button is a Swiss Army knife.
It really is.
Kind of does everything,
really
and your
is.
taxes, and your washing.
It really
the whole
is.
9 yards. It kind of does it all. We did find like one weird dead spot where Sam
we was able to cross up and finally.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam White needed that, man.
But it is a
that thing is criminal.
Very tough one to deal with.
You can't cross it up. You just, you know, down like,
Oh,
heavy punch.
I'm out of the corner. Never mind.
Yeah, pop.
Back over you go.
Get back in there.
But all right, we are getting our last game here.
Right.
It is going to be Tian going up against Duklin.
This is going to be sick.
To close
What do we think about this?
Close our Group B. This is how we ended it. This is going to be absolute fire.
I'm looking
Tian
forward to it, man.
on the DJ. Duklin, one of our best JPs here in OCE.
Yeah, no, 100%. So, yeah, brother, I'm excited. After this match, we're going to be moving the stream over to CouchWarriors too. So just a little heads up on that. I'll repeat it after the set too. Make sure that you don't want to miss the action, okay? You don't want to miss it.
I believe Strive is on this stream afterwards.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, going to Strive pools.
All good. But there's so much action going on throughout Battle Arena Melbourne throughout the entire weekend across the multitude of streams that we had here. And it is going to be just non-stop action until we find a champion at the end of the weekend.
That's right.
It's going to be a grand old time as we get into game number 1 between Tian and Duklin. I'm not sure if we're getting button check or whatever, but it looks like they are both locked in, ready to go.
Are we not doing the button check? We're not doing the old school button check, bro. Maybe not.
Looks like they are getting into it.
No, it looks like we're actually seriously doing it, yeah.
They are locked in and ready to go. Trying to play that long range game. The zoning game between these coaches is a little bit funky because as soon as one starts investing meter, that's when they win. But for the most part, like the heavy fireball, if they're just using normal heavy fireballs, the DJ ends up winning because there's the multiple hits of it. But once the JP starts investing meter for the OD, that's when the dynamics start to change a little bit. But it is a rather...
it's definitely a weird match.
Like we're seeing right here.
Oh,
nice, able to drive rush far enough to get the portal off screen, so it deactivates. Nice.
Bro, yeah, like
Way.
The setup.
Back heavy anti-air.
Oh my God!
Never mind!
Bro, not
Made
like
it
this.
so awkward.
Not like this.
There was so many hitboxes being thrown around.
It was a great reaction, man. He actually got snuffed out by his own amnesia. Not like this.
Oh, wow. Just the forward heavy kick, just getting the late hits. Just walking at him.
No way.
Sometimes you just gotta, especially with JP, you just have to walk at people. You get those portals set up, people, they can often freeze up. Nice, drive rush straight through. DJ has enough speed and enough acceleration where they can just completely blow straight through.
I love this level by the way, too. We're about to burn out, get some drive gauge back, put a significant amount of damage.
Exactly. They need to even things up a little bit. Not only do they just want to have that very strong health lead, Sway just get it out of the range of the light spike.
Yeah, the crowd
meaty works out here. Should be able to finish it off. Tian going to be able to take game number 1 here. Not going to stop for a second.
Yeah, let's go breathers right now. We ain't taking breathers.
Exactly. Oh, does get a whip punish on the Sobat. Gets hit with the overhead up. Sway.
Gotta hold this. Tian is running wild with it right now. The momentum is all in his favor, man, since the previous round.
Trying to get the shimmy. Even trying to jump out of the corner. You're still going to have to hold this. Get a little bit fancy with it. Tries to get some kind of punish after the baited out parry, but never mind. Tian,
nice.
Incredibly on the ball with their reactions, able to find a way out.
Bro, he's been getting away with a lot of this, man. No whip punish.
Able to find a way in, gets him into the burnout, but the jump out works.
Okay.
Oh well here.
Okay.
In a really good spot here now, able to find him in burnout at full screen. What is going to be the pressure? We'll see what Xian is going to be able to try and do to get out of there.
Keep chipping.
Tries to shuffle their way through.
Keep chipping. Dukelin's is getting as much damage in as possible.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. These buttons just out of range. Never mind, everyone the opening.
Oh no!
Into level 1 to finish it off. Sets up a match point here.
All that work.
That's
all that work.
Sometimes how it feels against the DJ.
Set like, point.
You got them into burnout. And once they get their meter back, all right, they are just zooming across that screen. Looking. Oh no! Gets
what a read!
Out.
What a read.
Into the OD.
Yeah, Xian
no, again!
That was desperation. Honestly, desperation at that point. Xian's pressure at that point was off the charts. Too much to handle.
Try to make some very big reads on defense, and with JP, you sometimes need to send those defensive options. Make your opponent aware that you are not afraid to use them. But
Xian was just too ready. He was in the zone.
Exactly. And even like when they're put on the defensive, they found their way out of these very tough defensive situations incredibly well.
Well, that was a pleasure. That's going to be it for us.
Yeah,
but
we are done.
We are done. The stream is going to be moving to Couch Warriors too, so make sure you go and check it out.
Yeah.
And this man is going to be joining me on Grand Blue and Strive Top 8, so keep an eye out.
You'll see a lot of us throughout the weekend, but enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll see you next.
I'm Trash Dear Human.
Jill Phoenix.